What is up, guys? Welcome to Diggity, a video game podcast, episode number 114. I'm Jeff James. As always, with me, the incredible, unobtainable ruler of Delaware, otherwise known as Tax Haven, USA, the luscious, incredible Brody Faults. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Good, man. You escaping those taxes, baby.
Hell yeah.
Definitely not escaping taxes.
Certainly not.
Doesn't even live in Delaware.
No.
Oh, somewhere you won't find info on Delaware, our Instagram and Twitter, because we talk about fucking video games at Diggity Podcast. Follow us there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Diggity, right underneath Blackstreet's No Diggity. Kind of a famous video. Not ours, Blackstreet's. Subscribe to our podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Deezer, or wherever awesome podcasts are available. You can find us there. Hit the subscribe button so you get some great, moist video game food for your ear holes. You are welcome. I'm pretty sure I just made half of America throw up. Continue.
I hate it every single time.
What did you play this weekend before we jump into the news or upcoming games?
Well, not a lot. I've played a good chunk of Call of Duty Mobile. I basically have not been home. I have not been able to play a whole lot of anything other than Call of Duty Mobile and a little bit of Borderlands 3. I'm still kind of working through that whenever I got some time. But yeah, that's really about all I've played. How about yourself?
I have played like one game of Overwatch.
Damn.
So
Are you going through withdrawals or
a little bit
out a little bit?
On the topic of Overwatch, I said on the last show that I was thinking about getting it, for Switch. I've seen so many different opinions on the Overwatch Switch version that I don't know what to do. Like, I kind of just want to try it out and play it, and then if I like it, maybe go buy it. Maybe I'll hit up. Will Redbox have it?
I don't know. Around our area, I have not been able to find Switch games at Redbox yet.
Bro, we're probably still getting Titanic around our area, right? Redbox.
It's not that bad.
Yo, have you heard about this sweet movie called Shrek? Go like a donkey in it.
Because it was about a year ago that Redbox was starting to do their trial of putting Switch games out on Redbox to see how they would do, which I don't even really know why you would need to do that because it's the best-selling console for 10 months in a row. So yeah, it's doing great.
Maybe it's harder with the little cartridge.
I don't think so. I think they can still shove it in that little sleeve that they have, but I don't know. For our bigger city, Fort Wayne, there they would probably have it.
Fort Wheezy, baby.
Fort Wheezy, baby. But where I'm at, certainly not.
Certainly not.
Hard no.
Yeah, no, I saw like IGN gave it a 7. It was just good.
I don't even think they've ranked the original Overwatch that high, though. I mean, it was like a 7 or a 7.5 or something when it originally came out, I believe.
But then I saw stuff where people are saying it's just not running on their Switch. Like, it's just not running properly, and it's got frame rate issues and other stuff. So
I haven't really gone out of my way to find anything about Overwatch on Switch, but I know since it has released, no one is talking about it unless you purposely go out of your way to find something about it. Like if you just go into forums and stuff, like not there. Nobody's talking about anything Blizzard unless it's related to the Hong Kong thing.
Maybe I gotta just bite the bullet because the wife wants to play Overwatch when I want to play Overwatch, and it's like, fuck, here, take the Switch, or I'll just take the Switch. So I don't know. I gotta figure it out.
Do it.
First world problems. First world problems.
I need to buy a game for my second console so me and the wife can play at the same time.
Cool.
Yep.
Do you want to jump into upcoming games? And then we go into, after upcoming games, we're going into Game Pass games.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Perfect.
I forgot to put a title on it.
No, that's all right. I was trying to nonchalantly ask as if I was going the right way.
Upcoming games for this week. October 24th, Cat Quest 2 is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch. Door Kickers Action Squad, which sounds fucking awesome, is coming to PS4 and Xbox One. Dusk Driver is coming to PC. On October 25th, Call of Duty Modern Warfare is coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Killer Queen Black is coming to Switch, and this will be a retail version of the game. Medieval is coming to PS4.
Woo!
The Outer Worlds is coming to PC, PS4, Xbox One on October 28th. Door Kickers Action Squad is coming to the Switch on October 29th. Close to the Sun is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Disgaea 4 Complete Plus is coming to PS4 and Switch. Disney Classic Games Aladdin and The Lion King is coming to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
Sweet.
Dusk Driver is coming to PS4 and Switch. Forager is coming to PS4 and Switch as a retail version as well. Resident Evil 5 is coming to Switch. Resident Evil 6 is coming to Switch. And Resident Evil Triple Pack is coming to Switch. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD is
Yes.
coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. And Yakuza 4, the Yakuza Remastered Collection, is coming to PlayStation 4.
Yeah. Unrelated to Super Monkey Ball. Yakuza.
Yes, yeah, not related in any way, shape, or
Yakuza
form.
Super Monkey Ball. Banana Blitz. Cool. Yeah. I mean, Call of Duty, it's a big one on here. The Disney Classics games, I mean, that came up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Also, dude, Outer Worlds. I'm not knocking it at all, but like, I mean, I haven't seen too many people really hyping up about it online. It's just kind of there.
Well, I've seen quite a bit of hype around it, but it all depends too. Like it's gonna play very similar to like a Fallout because they are the people who made Fallout New Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be very similar in that vein. So far, reviews have been pretty solid. They've been uh, on Metacritic, they've rounded out to about like a 85, 82, somewhere
Oh,
in
good.
there.
Good.
But a lot of major outlets are giving it nines,
Oh,
5 out
great.
of 5s. I've seen a lot of good stuff about it, which I am excited because, you know, with the way Fallout has been handled lately, we need a good Fallout type game,
Competitor. Yeah.
and this is coming to Game Pass, which we're gonna get into here in a minute. I'm
No.
getting ahead of myself, but that is awesome. And since this game was announced, this is right up my alley, and I'm pumped for it. But it also comes out on the same day as Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which we are also picking up.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Mhm.
this is gonna be a busy week if I can find some time to play.
I am free this weekend, and I will be doing that. Aside from Sunday, where I'm going to a Colts game, other than that, I am playing video games.
I'll have Friday and Saturday. I do know
Perfect.
that, but
There we go.
Sunday going forward will be rough. But
There we go.
Saturday, I got to transition into nights again, so I'll be up all night on Saturday. It's gonna be great.
Sweet. Past upcoming games onto upcoming Xbox Game Pass games. Xbox Game Pass exclusive. October 23rd. That's today, folks. If you're listening to this, you're welcome for telling you the date today, by the way. If
Yeah,
it's
just
5
in
days
case you didn't
later,
know.
my apologies for telling you the wrong date. Lonely Mountains Downhill is coming October 23rd, as well as Secret Neighbor on October 25th or 24th. Sorry. Minute will come to Xbox Game Pass on October 25th. The Outer Worlds, as Brody noted earlier, will come to Game Pass. October 29th, we'll see After Party come to Game Pass, which is a really cool game. October 31st, Lego Star Wars 3 will come to Xbox Game Pass. And on November 7th, Subnautica will come to Xbox Game Pass. On the
And
topic, oh, go ahead. You go ahead.
and After Party releases on the 29th. I don't know how that didn't quite make my list because it's not out
Oh,
on anything yet, but
yeah.
it also releases on the 29th.
I just
So
said it's a really cool game because of the art. It's unreal.
yeah, and they're
Um,
the people who made Oxenfree as well,
yeah,
which was a fantastic game, and I'm
yeah.
very excited about outdrinking Satan.
Oh, yeah. I
It's
mean,
gonna
out
be great.
drinking Satan in his own role is gonna be incredible. On the topic of Game Pass and game subscription services, I'm seeing a lot more. I think 2 weeks ago, I had mentioned I'm not seeing Sony really push PlayStation Now that much. I'm seeing a lot of ads for
It is
PlayStation Now,
all over now.
a lot of ads.
I think they heard you, Jeff. I think they
I
heard
hope
you,
so.
and and they took that to heart,
Yeah.
and, we're also gonna be the official PlayStation podcast, even though we mainly
Oh my
cover a lot of Xbox stuff.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we just
You know
happen to
what?
do that. I don't it's not on purpose.
Next console era, I'm sure we'll cover both equally.
Well, and I think the biggest thing is Xbox releases stuff more frequently. I think that's
Oh, for
just the
sure.
only reason why we cover them more. It's not
Yeah.
a we try to switch it up as much as possible and cover everything,
Ooh,
but
can't say that.
and
Talk
Switch.
about the Switch. Hey.
So Steam Remote Play is live. So definitely go check that out. We covered it a few podcasts ago, but basically what it is you can play local games online now. So you're not confined to actually inviting friends over and socializing. You can do it over the interwebs. Which actually it's really cool
It
feature.
is
It
really
is something that is absolutely something that makes these games so much more valuable now. And it's something that Steam developed on their end. It's not even on the developers, and it's just really cool. Any game that is normally local co-op or local multiplayer will
cool.
automatically have basically a little button when you go to play that will allow you to invite friends into your lobby and play with them. So definitely go check that out if you are interested.
Yeah, so cool. I mean, kudos to Steam doing that.
Mhm.
And it makes definitely that platform more valuable to it. We'll see if Epic Games does something similar, but maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Who knows? Um, I have made an opinion piece,
Oh
which
boy.
Brody has not heard yet. And it is on WWE 2K20 and 2K in terms of the WWE franchise in total. So here's the deets on it. Basically, WWE 2K20 is getting absolutely wrecked online. The mass amount of bugs in the game has allowed it to be memed, possibly more than bought. Quite frankly, the WWE 2K games were never that great, but pair this one with horrendous graphics that look like they're from a PS2. But hey, it's okay. It's still in 4K, right? 2K has said that they aim to put out a patch in the coming months to cure this diarrhea dump of a wrestling game. Here's my thoughts that I wrote.
Hot takes.
I mean, come on. They've been making these fucking characters for over a decade at least. Have we not figured out The Rock's fucking chin? The man, while being bald in real life, certainly does not look like a walking cock in real life. The Rock, not the cock, people. You would think that a studio who have made mistakes in the past with high caliber IP such as the NBA in their flagship basketball game franchise, NBA 2K, would have learned from their mistakes when the basketball looked like a fucking orange. LeBron James looked like he had seen some crazy shit, and the back of James Harden's head looked like a gooch. I hope 2K fixes this ASAP so I'm not throwing what look like potatoes but really are fists at a Kevin Owens who looks like he ate several other Kevin Owens, while what appears to be a Foot Locker employee tries to slam their hand, but it just kind of floats there on the wrestling ring to indicate that they have pinned the monstrosity. Monstrosity creation that I created earlier in custom, to which my character's arm is protruding from its own anus. Thank you, 2K.
That was beautiful.
Dude, I
So
I can't understand. These games have always been shit.
yeah,
Straight up. There's
yeah,
not one good fucking game. The worst one up to this point, okay, that I remember playing was like God, I forget the fucking name of it, but it was like WWE, like something anniversary or whatever, and it had Ric Flair on the cover of it. Woo! And it had like a ton of, it had all the main wrestlers into it, and it was just fucking atrocious. It was the worst possible wrestling game ever. And this is looking like it's gonna fucking beat that. I mean, this is just there's a video of one of the WWE superstars on the ropes, and their fucking legs are just like going like a Jack Russell Terrier on the fucking ropes, up and down.
so WWE 2K was it 18 that came out on the Switch and was it absolute
Oh
dumpster fire?
yeah.
Uh, Clearly they didn't learn from that. And basically, I saw a meme today that was like, "Hey, you remember that game we ported to the Switch that was absolutely awful? Let's fucking do that again." Uh, but so we've covered this a little bit lately as well, where Ukes, which is the company that helps develop these games, left and is no longer part of 2K, and it shows. I mean, anything that was remotely holding this game together by the very few strings that there were is completely gone. This is an absolute disaster. They can't even get people's hair to stay on their heads
Oh my
for like
god.
not even created characters. This is like the
Just normal
characters
characters.
in the
Yeah.
game. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, any of the actual wrestlers, their hair doesn't stay on their heads. It's absolutely ridiculous. This game is a absolute fire. Stay very far away from it if you
Yeah, do
have
not
not
touch
already
this fucking
purchased
game
it.
unless
Yeah.
you enjoy terrible things.
Yeah,
Like,
if you
there are
find
some
some sort
things
of
like The
sick
Room.
humor out of playing it, then yeah, go for it, but it's bad.
Really fucking bad. Like, not worth a dime. Like, and I don't understand it too, man, because here's the thing. A lot of people who don't watch wrestling, and I don't watch wrestling religiously. Just like tune in here and there, right? And people don't understand how big, dude, that market is. It is massive. The fans are diehards. So if you can really make a decent game that doesn't look like it's just, hey, let's just use this IP and, you know, throw The Rock, who looks like a walking penis, into the ring against Kevin Owens, who looks like a fucking ham.
Yeah.
Like, it's horrendous. I
I
mean,
saw I saw another picture where they leaked, or not leaked, but they showed, like, the whole roster and, like, the
ugh,
icon pictures for all of them, and,
ugh.
like, they had, like, Ronda Rousey in there and stuff, and oh my god, they messed all of their faces up to
You
the
see
point where
John
you can't
Cena?
even. Yeah.
He looks
Oh,
like Thanos.
somebody said he looks like Hitler, and they drew a little mustache on him, and they're not wrong. He did. It was so bad. I don't understand how in
Shit.
2019 you can make a game that looks like it came out on the N64, except for worse. Like, it's impressive.
It is awful.
So bad. God.
God, it's awful, dude.
Speaking of things that are bad, so a streamer is claiming that he has leaked copies of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This
Mm.
came out a couple of days ago, so if you're really interested, you can hit this guy up. I'm not gonna say his name because he's probably gonna get in a world of shit here really soon.
Oh, for sure.
Um, but the games seem to be copies from Redbox, given that they're in a plastic case and that normal Redbox movies come in. So IGN actually reached out to a source they have within Redbox, and the source confirmed that they are absolutely Redbox property and that they appear to be taken from a Redbox facility. So this guy claims that he purchased the copies from a third party with the sole intention of selling them at a significant markup. He attempted to defend himself by saying that he did not know where the copies came from, even though if you flip over the fucking case, it
Oh
says
my
Redbox on it. I'm
god.
pretty sure. He's selling these, mind you, this is like a week before release. He's selling them for $250 fucking dollars.
People buy them. People buy
Oh,
them.
yeah. That's ridiculous, especially because I don't even think you can really fully play in an online match without getting banned because they watch that shit. They know who's on their servers. If there's only, a handful of people that are on the servers, they're
Mhm.
gonna be able to find you and ban you.
Oh
So,
boy.
I don't get it. Yeah, you could play through the story. Fantastic. You played it a week before everybody else. Good job. You paid $250 for stolen property. By the way, what he's doing is a crime and it's called fencing and it's illegal. You can't do that. And then to post it online like, "Hey, look what I got." That's
Yeah.
just stupid.
Well, now he's a streamer though. He can get all the likes.
Right.
Get all
Right.
the bits on Mixer, bro. That's what's all
Fantastic.
about. Okami's coming back. In a recent tweet from Ikumi Nakamura, the lady who took the internet by storm from her E3 presentation of Ghostwire, Platinum Games will be making a sequel to the hit game Okami. The tweet featured founder of Platinum Games himself, Hideki Kamikaze. Is that Kamikaze or Kamikaze?
I pretty
Boy,
sure it
this
auto
one's
corrected.
loaded. Boy, this one's
I'm
loaded.
pretty sure it auto corrected
All
and
right,
that's not
we're
even close to his last name.
gonna move on. Thank you, Google Docs. Saying
Yeah.
Okami is going to be back. It appears
Kamiya.
that
It's KM or Kamiya. Yeah, it
wow,
totally
wow.
auto-corrected.
So Google autocorrected that to kamikaze. That is horrendous. It
Ah,
appears that Akumi Nakamura may be back at Platinum Games now, and she had previously worked on the first Okami as well as Bayonet for
Bayonetta's.
for the company before
Fucking
working for
autocorrect is
Tango
killing me,
Game
man.
Works on Ghostwire. Okami's coming back.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
and
Fuck
autocorrect kicked
Google
my
Docs.
ass on that entire paragraph. So which Okami's fantastic. I have it on Switch with the remaster that they did. It is fantastic, wonderful game, and I am excited for a sequel.
Mhm.
But moving forward, Xbox One controllers will be compatible with Scarlet. We have briefly mentioned this, I believe, after E3, but just another confirmation for our new listeners and for those of you that may have just missed it. So, this had been confirmed during E3, during Phil Spencer's interview with Giant Bomb, but it has now been confirmed yet again, which I imagine for the next year. It's going to be confirmed probably 8 more times at least. So James Shields, the product marketing manager for Xbox accessories, has confirmed it on Twitter that all Xbox One controllers will be completely compatible with the next generation of Xbox, which is great considering they just launched a new Elite version 2. So yeah, good stuff. I am
Well, what
happy
will
to
the
hear that.
new controllers have in them?
I don't know.
If they're
That
gonna
is,
have, like, the trigger, like, the hair point trigger shit like the PS4 has
yeah,
and have better rumble, I'm just gonna fucking wait. I
yeah.
don't want the Elite 2 if it's gonna have
I think
janky rumble in it.
the thing that is nice though is like I have the first version of the Elite controller and being able to take that forward, I am happy about that. But yeah, like you said, if they're doing major overhauls to the controller, I'm gonna want a new controller, and I would assume that it's gonna come with the new Xbox as well. That
God, I
would
hope
make
so.
sense. It would make sense, but
God,
you
don't fuck
never
this
know.
up, Microsoft.
I don't. Oh God, I hope not. That would be a awful start to the next generation just by doing something
And it
so simple
doesn't
as that.
come with a controller.
You'll have to buy that separate, but
They'll
don't
throw
worry,
in they'll
you
throw in
can
one of those
use your Xbox One controller.
they'll
Like,
throw in
oh,
one of those great
awesome.
metrics. This is a first ever controller to not have a controller included, or first ever console not have a controller included.
Cool. That sucks.
You'll be
Yeah.
all right. And the power cord's separate.
Yeah. Yeah. But good stuff. I am happy that you will be able to use them. Again, we'll see what the next controller looks like and what all it can do and whether it's going to be even worth it. But it will be nice, for if you have people over and you have Xbox One controllers laying
Oh,
around. It'd be
yeah.
like giving your younger brother the Mad Cats growing up.
Oh,
So you could
god.
play Melee and it's like a controller that the A button stuck and one of the sticks didn't work, but it'd
Really,
be
that's
fine.
all I was just thinking about this in the car the other day. Really, I mean, I'd like them to up the quality in some of the materials, but the problem is now is they have the different SKUs of controllers where they have like the nicer ones with the rubber on the back of them and some other shit, and then they have the Elite. So that's never going to happen. I feel like we're
No.
always going to stay this quality of material, which kind of blows because I'd like
I
to have
don't
like a better feeling button,
yeah.
D-pad. Give me a good fucking D-pad. Oh
I
my god.
the D-pad on the Elite is pretty good. I like it, but
Sure.
I don't use the D-pad much though on like an Xbox controller because it doesn't make sense. It's not in a spot for being used consistently. Um, but yeah, Switch is the biggest defender of that. Like they need to use better products for sure. 100%. It's just a mess. So
Yeah. Oh, it's brutal. Um, guys, we have some leaked upcoming Steam sales dates. So if someone leaked this, which means it's probably a dev or someone that works at a dev,
it's
because
a dev.
that's kind of how you fucking find out. The Halloween
Been
sale,
multiple devs.
October 28th and November 1st. The autumn sale, again, these are just leaks, so they may be right, they may be wrong, they may be changed in the future. The autumn sale goes on from November 26th to December 3rd, and the winter sale will go on from apparently December 19th to January 2nd. So every month
Yeah.
for the next 3 months, there will be a decently large sale
Mhm.
on Steam. So, I mean, I guess maybe save your money.
Wait a little
Kind of
bit.
fucks over devs a little bit, but
Yeah.
everyone's going to wait out now for these dates. So, no one's going to buy shit for the next 5 days on Steam until they know what goes on sale.
Yeah.
Great.
These have actually been leaked by multiple different devs, so I assume these are correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, yeah, might as well wait for the sale unless you really want to spend extra money that you don't have to spend.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So Diablo 4 has been kind of confirmed? Question mark. Basically, according to a German publication called GameStar, a new art book titled "The Art of Diablo" will release shortly after BlizzCon. The book is said to feature 500 different pictures of the artwork from Diablo 1, 2, 3, and wait for it, 4.
Okay.
This does make sense given that the official schedule for BlizzCon 2019 has been revealed. The schedule has 6 coming soon slots on their main stage, whereas all existing games have specific titles on their respective slots. So, like Overwatch has an Overwatch update and things like that. So, there's 6 Blizzard things that you
Nah, they're
don't
all mobile games.
Probably. At least 4 of them, I'd say.
Nothing better was than that dude last year at BlizzCon.
Do you
Well,
not have
plus
phones?
yeah, do you not have phones?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Blizzard is really in kind of a rough spot right now.
Yeah.
So I'm actually even a little surprised that they've released the schedule at this point and didn't wait just a little bit longer for
Well, they
maybe
haven't
some of this.
they haven't made a big flagship game in 3 years. I mean, Overwatch is 3 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they put
They got
out
a lot of ways
WoW
to go.
Classic, and that'd probably be the closest thing, but even that's
Yeah.
more of like a remastered type
Mhm,
of
mhm.
thing.
And I
So
mean,
yeah, they have
Activision in total too hasn't done that much either. You get Spyro and some other shit. I mean,
yeah.
they
Yeah,
they
and
need
they
to make
put I
they
mean,
need to make stuff.
yeah. Activision, does their normal Call of Duty thing, but yeah, other than that, it's been pretty quiet from them. And actually, we knew that it was going to be a quiet year for Activision anyway. That was kind of announced at the beginning of the year with some of their sales calls and or their sales calls and things like that. So we knew that it was going to be quiet, but at the same time, it is a little weird. You're not hearing Activision as much. You're not hearing Blizzard as much right now, and I imagine that they're about due to for a little bit of good PR, maybe? Question mark.
Maybe. You are your own PR.
Yeah, and they're not doing a great job of it so far.
No. No, not at all. Diablo 4, I mean, do you think, so, I mean, here's the dealio. What do you think we get for games? I really think, like, there's, like, gonna be 3 fucking mobile games on there. And I think the
Probably.
other
At
3 is
least
gonna be,
2.
like, Diablo 4 and then maybe a Warcraft update,
Well,
and, like,
they
an
have a
expansion.
Warcraft update in the schedule, so that won't be that.
Okay.
They have
Hmm.
Warcraft, they have Overwatch, they have stuff like that, but, some people were speculating Overwatch 2, but it would be more of like it wouldn't be the multiplayer version, it'd be more of like a co-op, like the events that they do and stuff, which again, it's just people talking on the internet, so
Like the seasonal DLC shit?
yeah, but not like they'd make a full game out of it, like think like Left for Dead type of stuff where it's all like
Like the
missions and
survival,
stuff.
arcade survival.
Yeah, to an
Okay.
extent. I don't know. I don't think that's the route they're gonna go, but I
Mhm.
do think if they ever do an Overwatch 2, they should probably do some
Doo-doo.
sort of like a single player. Um, Something that would give a little bit more story that you don't have to go searching for, and I'll dive into the lore of Overwatch, but I don't know. I doubt we're getting Overwatch 2 news or anything because, like I said, there is an Overwatch update scheduled, so they're already gonna talk about the existing Overwatch, and it really wouldn't make much sense to overshadow that with another Overwatch.
I think they should just remaster Micro Machines.
Hell yeah, bring it back.
Staying on the topic of Blizzard, we already covered this pretty extensively last week, but more information continues to come to light. As the Blizzard fiasco continues to get worse by the minute, or so it seems, Blizzard has officially postponed their World of Warcraft event in Taiwan. Yikes. The situation has also drawn deep criticism from an unlikely group of U.S. Congress members and U.S. senators, which, first of all, people know very well on this show, U.S. Congress and U.S. senators don't know dick about video games or technology, and I encourage everyone to go watch videos on it because it is fucking horrendous. The fail,
Right.
like just the stupidest questions get asked. Senators Ron Wyden and Marco Rubio, as well as Congress members Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Mike Gallagher, and Tom Milanowski of both the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, have sent a letter to Activision CEO Bobby Kotick. We write to express. They stated this. We write to express our deep concern about Activision Blizzard's decision to make player NGY Chung forfeit prize money and ban him from participating in tournaments for a year after he voiced support for pro-democracy protests in Hong Kong. This decision is particularly concerning in light of the Chinese government's growing appetite for pressuring American businesses to help stifle free speech. Activision Blizzard benefits from China's growing market for esports, along with an investment from Tencent. As we said on the show, I think it's like 5%
Mhm.
ownership of that. One of China's largest technology firms, obviously. As you and your company are no doubt aware, the Chinese government uses the size and strength of its economy to suppress opinions with which it disagrees. Last week alone, the Chinese government targeted Apple for using an
Okay.
app to help peaceful demonstrators evade repression, and the National Basketball Association because of one team's general manager tweeted in support of Hong Kong protests. Your company claims to stand by one's right to express individual thought and opinions, yet many of your own employees believe that Activision Blizzard's decision to punish Mr. Chung runs counter to those values. Because your company is such a pillar of the gaming industry, your disappointing decision could have a chilling effect on gamers who seek to use their platform to promote human rights and basic freedoms. Indeed, many gamers around the world have taken notice of your company's actions, understandably calling for boycotts of Activision Blizzard gaming sites. And as China amplifies into campaign of intimidation, you and your company must decide whether to look beyond the bottom line and promote American values like freedom of speech and thought, or to give into Beijing's demands in order to preserve market access. We urge you in the strongest terms to reconsider your decision with respect to Mr. Chung. You have the opportunity to reverse course. We urge you take it. This letter only became public knowledge, of course, after our coverage in last Friday's episode. Given the timeline, it is safe to assume that this letter was sent after Kodak's previous response to the situation, and so far, Activision Blizzard has not responded to the call for action from members of the U.S. government. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much what we said last week. I mean, just a lot more. There's probably like 200 people worked on this fucking letter for some reason, and it's out. No tax always paid for that, but whatever. I'm not butthurt about it.
Right.
I mean, basically, yeah, it just says, hey, can you're basically supporting a fucking country to which we disagree with the way that they treat their people. And
Right.
You're an American company. You should have American values. And that's how it should be, especially when you have 5% ownership from Tencent. Like, it's 5 fucking percent. It's
Right.
not majority. It's not even, it's not like it's 25 or whatever. It's 5%.
Yeah. But yeah, this is one of those things that I found interesting solely because typically Congress and senators and stuff tend to stay out of video games unless it's like
Mhm.
a hot topic type of
Oh, well,
thing,
that's
which
about
is exactly why they hopped in on this. But it is interesting to see both the Democratic Party and the Republican Party both working together to write this letter. And I think they hit valid points, and it's all stuff that we already talked about, but it is there's a certain thing of pissing off the internet and pissing off, a certain mob mentality type of thing. It's a whole nother thing when once Congress gets involved. Like that's a whole nother level of
now it's a pain in the ass.
yeah, now it's a much, much bigger deal. And it's not just the internet and not just Blizzard fans that are pissed off about it or Hong Kong supporters. Now you also have people that are, you know, representatives of different states that are now involved in it as well. And yeah, Blizzard has extremely fucked up at this point. And
Mhm.
the thing is, they seem to keep doubling down on it and keep sticking to their guns, while everyone else in the world pretty much is shitting all over them except for the Chinese government and the people that work for Tencent.
Yeah. Could you imagine if like they're all sitting there in Congress and they're all watching this live shit and they're like, wait, hold on, I'm gonna give them a fucking prize. And Marco Rubio's like, I play Overwatch. The fuck? And then all these old people are like, I play Overwatch. Yeah, I play Warcraft. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, hopefully this is a kick in the pants to it, but I mean, it's just gonna cause more rage from Tencent. But
Yeah.
here's the thing, dude. Tencent's been fucking getting looked at for a long time now.
Oh yeah.
There's some speculation that it's similar to a Huawei
Yeah. Yep.
in many ways, like a state-run company that solely aims to steal IP,
Mhm.
um, other technology along the way. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. The easy fucking answer for Activision is just to have fucking American values
Yeah.
because
Absolutely.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm not seeing many other people besides the Chinese government on the Hong Kong end of things say, "Nah, it's cool. China can just silence us." So I
Right.
don't think they're really losing a fucking market. So there's either someone's got them by the balls with a money clip or something, dude, or I mean, there's some weird shit going on down there because for
Oh yeah.
5% ownership in your company and you don't have the balls enough to say, "Yeah, no, we're an American company first."
There's definitely got to be some behind the scenes things, and I think you brought it up last time where Tencent has graciously donated large chunks of money to Activision and to
Mhm.
Blizzard for different things. I imagine there's a lot of under the table things going on
I
there.
still owe them money.
Yeah, I think there's definitely more than just that 5% at stake here, or else they would not be doing this. It's just I don't I don't know, man. I This whole ordeal is just a shit show and a half. And like I said, like you, or I guess like you said, Blizzard is making their own PR at this point, and none of it's good PR. And I don't care what people say about all all press is good press. No, no, it's not.
Nope.
It certainly is not. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It's kind of getting to this point where a lot of people are boycotting Blizzard games and Activision games and this and that, and it's to the point where if most people aren't even talking about it. Like I said, Overwatch released with pretty much no fanfare and or for the Switch, and
Mhm.
it's just been one of those things like people don't even want to talk about it and they're scared to talk about it and this and that. And I don't know. I mean, the Chinese government could be sending people after us. Who knows?
God,
Because we've shit all over it twice now. I don't. I don't know.
oh my
It
God.
is.
And it's an American company and it's not
Yeah.
American values. And you hosted a fucking competition that had Americans in it at one point in time, had other people from all different countries in it at point in time, and you decided that the winner just needed to fucking not get his prize and just fuck off because he decided to use free speech.
Hmm.
He didn't swear, he didn't say anything terrible. I mean, he stated a fact.
Yep.
He didn't state a fact. He just fucking said free Hong Kong.
Yep.
That's it. So wild times, my dude.
Hmm.
Wild times.
Indeed.
Guys, this podcast takes time and effort to create. If you want to become a patron, head over to patreon.com/Diggity podcast. Another way you can support the show is heading over to audibletrial.com/Diggity and get access to a ton of audiobook titles to choose from. You get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial when you go to audibletrial.com/Diggity on us. Check out the audiobook, try it out. Try it out for 30 days. If you don't like it, you can keep the audiobook. Does not matter. You can get some stuff. Maybe get a book on Hong Kong and brush up on some stuff. I don't know. Something. Maybe something. Or wait for that Diablo book to come out.
There you
And
go.
have them read pictures to you. It probably won't be on there, but whatever. Guys, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Diggity Podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search for us, Diggity, Diggity. You can find me on Xbox One. My gamer tag is Maple Jeff.
And mine is Luscious Brody, and I am also on PlayStation at Wolverine's Cousin.
Sweet. Guys, leave us a review. It helps a ton, whether it's comment on one of our YouTube videos or it could be a text review or comment on like iTunes or Spotify or Reddit or wherever you want to share stuff around. Please do so. Share us around and leave us a review. It helps us get noticed. That's kind of how these platforms work. And more importantly, it gives us feedback so we can make the show better or know what you like most of it. I don't know why I just went into British accent. Whatever. Super tired. Guys, we will see you for the Friday show. See ya.